This is TV3 KARD Television, Wichita, Kansas.
The following program is brought to you in living color on NBC.
Well, hi there. Me and Sarge would like to welcome you again to another installment of Conversational Shaving. And Sarge here is our official mascot of this channel. Isn't that right, Sarge? Well, hi there. I've already prepped my face with this Phoenix Artisan Accoutrements Mentholated Ice pre-shave soap stick there. Can you see that all right? Light's always kind of weird in here. Ever since they remodeled the bathrooms here. Excuse me. Sorry. Okay. My razor today is going to be this. It is a one-piece twist to open non-adjustable. It's a Gillette razor, the Flare Tip razor there. And again, I hope you can see that okay. And my soap today is going to be this Shan Feng Sing. It's well, it's a vetiver soap, and I don't know. Again, I don't know if you can see that very well. There's stuff printed on there, but you may not be able to see it very well. And my brush is going to be this Frank Shaving. It's one of the old Polar shaving brushes, Randy Wright's channel, which I think may be called just Randy Shaves now. But he used to be sold on cold. I assume he still is. I've lathered up in the green Haylis shaving bowl, available on Etsy. That's Haylis, just one L and one S. Well, anyway, I've already lathered this up. Let me try to get a lather going on my face, and I hope you're all doing well out there. So, oh, this is nice. This is a silvertip badger brush, by the way. So that helps. I haven't used anything but synthetic brushes lately for the most part. No particular reason, it's just that they're handy and I seem to have a lot of them. Sorry about all the coughing and clearing my throat earlier. I smoke and I probably shouldn't do that, but so far I'm alive, for what that's worth. Let me wet this razor. I also wanted to show you something I always seem to forget to show you, or show you last, because I suddenly remember, oh, I didn't show the blade. I'm using one of these Personna 74 blades. They're kind of expensive, new old stock. There's none left in there, but I keep that just for demonstration purposes to show you what I got here. And it's on its 5th use. You can use these things for a long time because they're made out of tungsten. Here we go. Oh, also, 74 is the atomic number of tungsten, I think. That's what I've been told or read somewhere. And these might have come out in 1974. So, pass number 1 with the grain. Here we go. Yeah, they don't make those blades anymore, so far as I know. Maybe somebody makes a tungsten blade, but I'm not aware of who I should say that might be. Sarge is down here. Oh, he wants out. He's being very patient. He was wagging his tail. Go ahead, Sarge. Go ahead. As I seem to say lately in all my videos, cats do not like to be in a room where the door isn't open. I've got my old Crosley dashboard, also known as the color radio, playing in the living room. That it was called the Crosley dashboard because the face of it was supposed to resemble somewhat the dashboard of a car, and Crosley at one time made cars. Excuse me. By the way, about 2.5 days of growth here on my face. Go up here now, up above the upper lip. It's a good razor, and I'm getting good audio feedback here. This Vetiver shaving soap does not have much of a scent. A scent strength of maybe 1 or 2 out of 10. But vetiver is supposed to be a kind of grass from India, similar to something called sweet grass here in the United States where I am. Now let me flip the razor and go over the other side of my neck here, and directly under the chin here. Okay, that's that. That's pass number 1 complete. I'll be back directly for a second pass across the grain. Okay, we'll go across the grain now. Incidentally, this is a medium aggression razor, and this blade seems to be equal parts sharp and smooth. I don't know if it's because I've used it several times. I don't remember what the first shave with these is like, but I do seem to recall that these blades, maybe because they're old, I don't know, but they're very smooth, and they've always been sharp enough. I think I finally threw one away after 11 uses, but probably could have. Some of these are supposed to be able to go something like 20 uses without throwing them away. And I take a magic marker and just put another dot on the blade every time I use it. But some of those blades are getting a lot of dots. Excuse me while I rinse. I'm going to use my dominant hand here. I think this blade is cutting all right, but I am going over the same places on my face and neck several times in some cases. This blade is very smooth and not tuggy. Okay, rinse time for the razor again. Okay, we'll go over here. I suppose I would purchase these Personna 74 blades again, but they are pricey. And they're all new old stock. But even though they're old, since they're made of tungsten, they're pretty good. Just something to try if you're ever curious. I got mine on eBay. Somebody on there always seems to have some. I'll go over here now. Yeah, this is a very nice, smooth shave so far. I really get OCD when I'm not on camera, but I'm going to stop that now and move on to the next pass against the grain. Okay, I re-lather, I'm ready to go against the grain, and on this pass I always start on my neck. Still a lot of audio feedback in certain places anyway. I'll flip the razor over here. If you're using a double-edged razor, excuse me, there I go again. Unless you get way too much lather going on the razor, you can just flip it over, use the other side of the blade, and then rinse, which is what I try to do. I try to get the most out of double edge shaving. Of course, when you're using a single edge blade of any kind, you have to rinse it more often, ostensibly anyway, excuse me. Okay, here we go up here. It just occurred to me, I may be kind of boring for the current generation of folks who watch YouTube. I'm just some guy who shaves. And I don't have the great personality of someone like Paul H., for example. He makes shaving look so exciting and fun without having to act like a used car dealer. I mean, he doesn't get on there and go, "Hey, I'm Paul H. Hey, everybody, hey," you know. There was a guy or two that did that, and I was like, man, it's like, I love shaving, don't get me wrong, but nothing is that darned exciting. I'm not even good at imitating one of those guys, so I guess I am, or have become, very boring. Now, I used to have some friends that thought I was amusing. But I was a lot younger then. And maybe I had pretensions of having a personality. Okay, rinse time for the razor. By the way, Gillette made 3 of these flare tip type razors. One has a red knob down here, one has a blue one. The red was the most aggressive, the silver one was medium aggressive, and the blue tip one was the least aggressive. I've got a red one and a blue one too somewhere. I don't know. I used to keep them in the medicine cabinet here, I think, but oh, I know, they're out there in the big closet. It's kind of a glorified shave den of sorts. But my little necessity room here is also, you know, a shave den. I need to get a sign or something that says shave den or conversational shaving or something. I may work on that. I've got the cheap on-air sign as long as that thing holds out. It gets pretty steamy in this little necessity room when I shower. And I don't think that's good for that sign. I've had to scrape off some rust or something from the internal coils or whatever where the little batteries go in there. So I try to turn on the overhead fan when I'm in here, as long as the air conditioner is not too low, or, well, on a cold day I'd have the furnace on, so it should be okay. But I don't know, sometimes I don't turn it on if I feel a chill already. That's that. I'll be right back for pickups. Hey, Sarge, what time is it? It's pickup time, kitty. You see that over there, Sarge? Hi. I disturbed Sarge from his nap. I'll put him back and we'll continue here. Well, with no further fanfare, let's do pickups. Well, although my lather seems to be dissipating already. Let's freshen that up and get going here. Feels nice. It's kind of cooling. And a long, long time ago, you might have to do a lot of scrolling backwards through my videos to find it, but I used this soap, and because it was kind of cooling, and because the container is green, I mistook it for a light menthol. But I don't think there's any menthol in it. I believe it's supposed to be vetiver. Now, it would be really weird if it turns out I'm wrong and this was supposed to be menthol. But it doesn't feel super cool. It just, maybe because of the lather and the conditions in the necessity room, well, it feels cool anyway. And Sean Feng Sing, an Asian guy that made soaps in Italy, I don't think that company's necessarily in business anymore, or at least I don't see or hear anything about them online so much. Maybe they're still very much in business, but I don't know. If anybody knows for sure, please let me know. God forbid I should have to do research. I mean real research, where you spend a lot of time on the internet perhaps in this case it might be looking for a needle in a haystack, or akin to that anyway. Okay, let me rinse this and go over my neck one more time. Boy, that took a lot of rinsing. There was some gunk in there. May still be a little bit, but I'm going to kind of go over this again in the opposite directions. Not much going on here. And now this side of my face seems to have more residual slickness than this side. What happened there? Maybe it's not the soap's fault. Maybe I'm doing something wrong. But yeah, on what would be my left side of my neck, the right side, I think, from where you're looking, perhaps. Yeah, now the slickness is starting to wear off as I kind of try to perfect this, maybe more than I should. But well, anyway, yeah, this is a BBS shave, except maybe for some very tiny little imperfections, mostly down here, but I think I got those. So that's it. I'll be right back. Anyway, before I got on camera, I prepped my face with Phoenix Artisan Accoutrements Mentholated Ice Scentless Pre-Shave Soap Stick. And my razor has been this one-piece, non-adjustable, twist-to-open Gillette Flare Tip razor, the silver one. My soap has been this Shan Feng Sing green label. I believe it's Vetiver. Seems to be anyway. My blade in the razor, which I forgot to mention, was the Personna 74 Tungsten Plus blade on its 5th use. My brush was this Frank Shaving Polar Shaving from Randy Wright's channel. It's a silvertip badger brush, and I don't know how many millimeters that is, but very nice. And I lathered in the Haylis shaving bowl. These come in many colors and styles. I have a green one. Okay, did I forget anything? I think I covered it all, so I'm going to reach over here. I got some things out of order here. Reach over here for the Humphreys Witch Hazel alcohol-free toner, and it's with cucumber. Organic witch hazel and organic cucumber. Comes in this little bottle. And let me see. Get some of that going in my hands. There's no alcohol in this one. Some of their little bottles of witch hazel do have alcohol in them, but this one has no alcohol. Cucumber, very refreshing. Try to get some on my eyelids and hopefully not get any in my eyes, although I don't think it would sting too bad if I did. It's all organic and natural, ostensibly, and so there you have that, the Humphreys witch hazel, cucumber, alcohol-free, organic. And next I'm going to try or I've used this before, but not in a while, the Malizia Uomo. I'm probably butchering the name, but it's Vetiver Aftershave Tonic Lotion. So, I'll put some of this on. I haven't used this in a minute. Got a nice restrictor on the bottle. So I've got enough in my hand now. Put some on the wrists, up behind the ears, back of the neck, on the temples. Yeah, there's some alcohol in that, and I feel the sting, but it's not too bad. And there's more of a scent to this. It's a much stronger scent, about 4 or 5 out of 10% strength, and that's really pleasant smelling and refreshing. That's the Malizia Uomo Vetyver aftershave tonic lotion right there. And for my balm, I hope I'm not going over on time here. I've got some of the L'Oreal Men Expert Hydra Sensitive Soothing Aftershave Balm. It has 0% alcohol, and it's got some natural birch sap in it. And I'm almost out of this. I've got to get some more. Although this can be pricey because it's got to be imported here. Come on now. There's some. Yeah, here we go. That should be enough right there. Yeah, if you can see that. This stuff feels so good on the skin. I might have to do some major editing on this video, because I made some mistakes. Maybe having the camera off when it was supposed to be on or something. I won't know for sure until I go to edit the video, which I will try to do shortly. And I've got people wanting me to do things for them today, but they may have to wait because I've got some things of my own that I want to get done. Okay, one more thing. And this is just kind of an extra. It's Malizia Uomo Eau de Toilette Deodorant Vetiver. And see, I already have what you call it. I can't even think of the name of it. It's not just deodorant, it's antiperspirant on. So I'll kind of just freshen myself up a little. I don't know if I need all this. Yeah, that's it. You know, that's enough for the video. I'll see you next time. Peace out.